Well, you've probably heard of a checking and savings account, right? However, depending on your goals, these actually may not be the best place to grow your savings. We have Andy here from Mountain America Credit Union to give us tips to maximize our potential when it comes to setting money aside for savings. Hi, Andy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it and your wealth of knowledge. See what I did? Wealth. Did it? Wealth of knowledge. Okay. Andy, can you tell us what is one of the first things we should do when we're deciding to where we want to put our money?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is to really set a goal for yourself and understand what that looks like. How much money you want to save? What's the dream? Is it a dream vacation? Is it to buy new furniture?
My dream. That's my dream. I'm just putting it out there right now. Dream vacation.
Always my number one. I'm not going to lie, right? And knowing exactly what that looks like for yourself. Is it a long-term goal? Is it a short-term goal? By understanding that, it'll really help you understand where those funds need to go.
Okay, interesting. That sorting your goals is the first step. So you've already confirmed that for us. Can you tell us a little bit more about why that's so important, right? We know goals are important. We hear this throughout our whole life, but why is it so important, especially with your money?
Absolutely. Well, by knowing where and why and where that money is going to go, it'll give you a better understanding of the long-term versus short-term goals, right? Especially with money, to understand if your goal is going to be a 3 to 6 month goal versus a 6 to 5 year goal, it'll give you a better indicator of where you're going to put your money at the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, well, that's really important. So I've heard of certificate accounts, okay, so we've heard of that, but I'm actually not sure how this really helps maximize potential savings. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that works?
Absolutely. So a certificate account is anywhere between a 6 month to a 5 year term that gives you a higher dividend than a traditional savings account does. It locks your funds away for that term period, but it gives you more money for it just sitting in the account like that. That way, when you're reaching that goal and you're achieving it, that money keeps growing.
All right, okay, so I've looked into certificate accounts, and when I've done this, it actually seems that you have to have at least, is it $500 to deposit? So what about, some people that actually might not be very easy to achieve. Some people might not have that available. So what do you suggest for people in that situation?
Yeah, an average certificate requires $500, even $1,000 minimum deposit when you're opening that certificate. Mountain America Credit Union has something called a grow certificate, which allows opening with just $5 and a $10 deposit into the account monthly, at least $10. You can do more than that. But also it allows you to deposit over the term of that certificate. So you can increase the amount that you're putting in there to earn those dividends up to $100,000.
Okay, that's more doable, right? So you say start with $5, and then
$5.
You can do as little as 10
yes,
each
10
time.
every month, and then if you get that tax return or whatever it is, you can throw it in there and earn more higher dividends.
So you can still take advantage of the higher dividends even with that small amount.
Absolutely.
Okay, I love that. So certificates can also be a great way to save for upcoming goals. We've been talking a lot about goals, but what about if you want to save for emergencies? Okay, so a lot of us have things pop up, emergencies happen, and how do we take advantage of higher dividends without locking down your money?
Absolutely. There's always a little bit of a fear with locking down funds, especially like you said, for emergencies or those short-term goals where that 6 months seems like a little too long, right? So we have something called a money market savings account that pays a higher dividend than your traditional savings account, but it allows you that liquidity of being able to put in and take out your money as necessary.
You're using a lot of big words, but you know what I love is you're making it make sense to me.
Awesome.
You're making it make sense because a lot of this is a little fuzzy to me and I get confused. So we need more people like you to explain how we use our money.
Yeah, and it's really great because, with Mountain America, we don't require a minimum deposit or balance on that account, right? You can start out with a small, but the more money you put into it, the higher interest that you're going to earn. So we're all about starting small and earning that money over time and having it grow.
Okay, that's awesome. I love that. This has been so helpful. Has me thinking about different ways to use different accounts and increase my own personal savings potential, which we all could do more. So where can we go for more information if we want to learn more or learn more about Mountain America Credit Union?
Absolutely. Well, we have some amazing certificate rates right now, and if you have any questions or concerns with it, macu.com/certificates.
Okay. macu.com/certificates.
You got it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. More Idaho Today right after the break.